With the Republican Party set to retake Congress this year, every single congressional race matters. One of these races, which may end up flipping to the Republicans, is a surprise one. Rhode Island's 2nd congressional district voted for Joe Biden by 14 percentage points and has not been represented by a Republican since 1988. However, every single poll this cycle shows Republican nominee Allan Fung leading. That leaves the question, why? Allan Fung was born in Providence, Rhode Island in 1970 to Chinese immigrants. Fung's parents owned a local restaurant in Cranston, Rhode Island. Allan Fung graduated from the prestigious Classical High School in 1989 and got a degree in art from Rhode Island College. In 1995, he got a law degree. Fung used his degree in law to serve as an assistant to the Rhode Island Attorney General during the early 2000s. In 2003, Allan Fung was elected to serve on the Cranston City Council. He continued to serve on the city council and have a successful career in the private sector, becoming the chairman of MetLife Insurance's Government Affairs Council. In 2008, Allan Fung decided to run for mayor of Cranston after seeing firsthand as a member of city council how incompetent the leadership was. Despite the city's troubles, winning would not be easy. Cranston, Rhode Island is a very Democratic-leaning area. No Republican had won there since Ronald Reagan in 1984. However, Allan Fung defied the odds and won the election to become mayor. Allan Fung completely turned Cranston around. Under Fung's mayorship, Cranston went from being a city with a bloated budget, skyrocketing unemployment, and rising crime to being one of the top 50 cities in America. Allan Fung's leadership saw Cranston increase business development by $110 million, add 4,700 jobs, and increase the high school graduation rate by 20%. Understandably, Allan Fung was wildly popular, winning re-election 2010, 2012, and 2016 in landslide victories. Allan Fung left office in 2020 with an 82% approval rating. 82% approval rating. Seeing similarities between the United States under Joe Biden and Cranston in the early 2000s, Allan Fung announced his bid for Congress. He believes that his common sense solutions that work so well in Cranston would be good for Washington, D.C. Allan Fung easily won his primary, running unopposed. He is now the official Republican nominee, and he will face Democrat incumbent Seth Magaziner in the fall. Allan Fung wants to bring the policies that work so well in Cranston to Washington. Allan Fung's agenda includes cutting spending for low. For, Allan Fung's agenda includes cutting spending to slow down inflation, lowering taxes for middle and lower class families, increasing our production of domestic energy, standing with law enforcement, giving parents control over their kids' education, fighting for veterans, and securing the southern border, as well as providing aid to people fighting drug addiction. Honestly, not a bad platform. The question is, can Allan Fung win? Well, so far, he has led in every single poll conducted for the race by sizable margins. Granted, only 3 have been conducted thus far, but they all clearly show Allan Fung with a lead in the mid-single digits. I also trust these polls as they have been conducted by very different pollsters, yet show the same results. Suffolk University usually has a slight Democratic bias, but they show Fung winning, same as a poll sponsored by the Republican Party. There was also a poll from Fleming, a pollster I admittedly know very little about, that has Fung up by a very similar margin. Since Fung is leading in basically all polls conducted, I'd say he's in a good spot to win as of now. The other reason I think Allan Fung is in a good spot is the energy and love the people on the ground show him. Everywhere this man goes, people are shaking his hand and cheering. Allan Fung is beloved in Rhode Island, and for good reason. Here are just some of the clips of Allan Fung campaigning.
Thank you. Yes, we will. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Allan Fung is on track to be the next congressman from Rhode Island's 2nd Congressional District. He will be a fresh and respectable voice in Congress, and hopefully will help us save America with the same policies he used to save Cranston. If you live in the western half of Rhode Island, please vote for Allan Fung. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe for more.